Y'all, we are here with the first book review of 2025. Y'all, okay, so before we get started, let's go ahead and just give a simple round of applause for the book. Y'all, this book has literally changed my life, you guys. It is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Let's roll the R's, babe. Clock it. Okay. But yeah, this book, you guys, so much wisdom, so much knowledge. I'm gonna just basically give you guys a rundown of what I took from it, what I've learned, how it's changed me, how I think, and I really hope you guys get something from this. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so this book is broken down into 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word, don't take things personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. So I'm gonna start off with the first one, be impeccable with your word. So in this book, they gave like a brief example of this little girl that's mother had came home like late from work, and the little girl was jumping and singing and just being loud, and her mom was irritated from her long day at work, and her daughter just kept getting louder and louder and louder, and her mom was like, be quiet, like you don't even sound good. And little did the mother know, she casted a spell on her daughter by just speaking negativity on her. And after that moment that the mom had said, like, just be quiet, you can't even sing, or you don't even sound good. Ever since that moment on, the little girl stopped singing. She became super shy. She wasn't like a social butterfly and stuff. And the mom didn't even realize, like, time went on and little girl grew up, and the mom didn't even realize that like that daughter had let go of that dream because of what her mother had said to her when she was little. And that be impeccable with your word, it just teaches you like so much about speaking life and death. Like we literally speak life and death, black magic, white magic, and it could be something as simple as like, you sound terrible, or even things that we say to other people like, you're dumb, you're stupid, or even about ourselves, like, I'm too fat and I'm lazy and I'm not smart enough. Like I know for me, when I was younger, I used to feel like I wasn't smart enough about certain things, or I wasn't pretty enough because of what other people told me, like because I was too dark, because I was too tall, because I was too loud. And I realized with that be impeccable with your word, it's really just liberated me of just being cautious of what I say to people and what people say to me. Like I have a choice to either digest what people tell me, or I have the choice to turn it away and not entertain any of the BS, you know what I'm saying? So be impeccable with your word was the first one. The second agreement was don't take things personally. And this just really hits home for everybody, I feel, because every day we're challenged with opinions, with other people, interactions with other people, and people will tell us things like, you're an idiot, or people will just walk into work with a bad attitude. Don't take things personally. Everybody sees the world from their own perspective. So me personally, I don't walk outside and just see negative. Like I see greatness every time I walk around outside. And just because another person sees the eyes, like, how would I explain this? Okay, so everybody sees the world through their eyes differently. Like there's some people that just see terrible. So if you happen to walk across them and you're a great person and all they see and all they feel and all they are 24/7 is miserable, of course they're gonna say some miserable stuff to you, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to you as a person to not take things personally. Like let that just, you know what I'm saying? Just let it brush off of you, because it's just an opinion, you know what I'm saying? You can't take things personally, period. Like you just can't take things personally. So it kind of like resonates back with like the first, be impeccable with your word. Don't take things personally. Like it could be an outfit. Like somebody could be like, that is ugly. Or even my locks. I actually had somebody family tell me when I first started my lock journey, he had said, I don't like locks, or I don't think locks look good until they're long. If like when they're short, they're ugly. And I could have taken that opinion to heart and let it literally like ruin my entire lock experience. But instead, I just didn't take it personally. Like that is your opinion. If you think that short locks are ugly, that's fine. That ain't got nothing to do with me though. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like ever since I've been using that tactic, with just everything, it could be comments on Instagram, comments on my YouTube video, comments in real life when we go to the store. Granted, people don't really say negative stuff to me, but if they do say or think things negative, that is their business. And I'm just so glad that I got to the place to where stuff like that, it's of course a growing and learning process, but things like that don't really affect me as much anymore because of this book. The next one is don't make assumptions. And this is such a huge one. Making assumptions will literally cause a chaos in your head. cause problems in your head, cause insecurity, doubt, fear in your head for absolutely no reason. Like, if you go outside and you're constantly like, oh my God, they're looking at my face. Oh my God, everybody thinks I'm a fat ass. Oh my God, somebody thinks this. Oh my God, it's just like, you're literally going outside, making this own chaotic situation, reality in your head. People could literally just be walking by you, not paying you one mind. You know what I'm saying? So not making assumptions of the worst or the best just sets you up to just live in the present tense, you know, and it helps you prevent yourself from just creating chaos. I don't know. I feel like making assumptions is literally just creating chaos, good or bad, because we don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what everybody else is thinking. So not making assumptions eliminates 95% of the issues that we have in our head. If y'all think about it, if y'all just sit there and think about all the things that we are worried about, a lot of the stuff is like, oh, well, I don't want this person to do this. Or, well, I don't want this person to think that. And, well, what if everybody hates me for doing this? Or what? Don't make assumptions. You just got to do you. And then last but not least, this one's my absolute favorite. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This is my absolute favorite, but I feel like this is my favorite because this is the one that kind of gave me, I would say, freedom, for real. And it's always do your best. I remember before I read this book, I would get laundry done. I'd get to the grocery store. I'd pick the kids up from school. I would go to Pilates. I would cook dinner. House would be clean. But then at the end of the day, I would forget, oh, I didn't throw out the bathroom trash. And it's like, oh, I don't want to throw out the bathroom trash. Like, I already did all this other stuff. And instead of me praising myself for what I did do, like all the errands that I just named, I would be hard on myself because I didn't do this one thing. And this always do your best. It just proves to you, as long as you give yourself 100% every day, as long as you give 100% every day, as long as you always do your best, always try your best, then that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this unrealistic expectation from ourselves and other people. We got to get out of that, you know? And I'm saying that because like me, myself, because we'll get so caught up in, oh, I didn't do this, and I'm not doing enough of this, I'm not doing enough of this, and I'm not doing enough of this. But it's like, you're doing the best that you can. And as long as you wake up every day, you're doing the best that you can, that's all that matters. Your version of your best is your version of your best. Nobody should be telling you that you should be doing better, because only you know what your best is at this moment in your life. And that's just what it is. So I encourage everybody, I know this was a fast book review, but I didn't want to, really harper on it, but I definitely do recommend this book, you guys. Oh, this book changed my life. I'm describing it in 10 minutes, but there's just so much knowledge, so many examples, so many stories. Like, I feel like this book gave me a spiritual awakening, for real. So if I were you guys, I would definitely recommend reading this book. And yeah, guys, don't forget, be impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personally, and always do your best. And I promise y'all will be straight. Like, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders ever since I read this book. So yeah, y'all, that's all for my review. I will be back with another book review. Right now I'm reading the, what is that book called? The Alchemist. I'm reading The Alchemist right now, and I'm only on part 1. Well, I just finished part 1. I still have about 3 parts left, but that book is really good so far. And I just hope the ending is what I want it to be. If not, I don't know if I'll come on here and spoil it for y'all, but I'll let y'all know about that book too. So, well, all right, y'all. Don't forget to go grab this book, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. That's how I should have been saying it from the beginning, trying to act like I don't have no accent. Don Miguel Ruiz. Don. Y'all didn't know I can speak Spanish. She knows a little Espanol. Yeah, stop playing with me.